I got a lot to say about Jaylen Brown's situation. And don't be mad. I'm a basketball lover, but don't be mad if I boycott the Olympics. I'm going to do that. That brother should be playing. It was tough back in 92 when Isaiah Thomas got snubbed, and people don't be understanding when I say the acronym that NBA stands for Negroes be acting, but they do. They do. Could you imagine Kawhi Leonard being voted the MVP on the winning team and not be in the Olympics? Could you imagine LeBron James being MVP, winning the championship, and not being in the Olympics? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine Steph Curry winning MVP, winning the chip, and not being on that? Could you imagine that? You know, people's political agendas and they just don't want you to do and speaks volumes. I can't stand Nike. And I know they're behind this mess because Jaylen Brown supported Kyrie Irving. And they don't like you to be too black. They don't like you to speak up. You got to show me another time when a guy is the Eastern Conference MVP, Finals MVP, and a world champion. He did a three factor. He is the logical replacement for Kawhi Leonard. All-star, one of the highest paid players. And he's being whitewashed for the Olympics. And no one's saying a thing. Because all the puppets are on the Olympic team ain't gonna say nothing because the master got them in check. And then you got that shuffler Stephen A. Smith taking shots at him and mocking him and all kinds of things. Where is the outrage with this? This here shows you institutionalized systematic racism 101. Yeah, Jaylen Brown got an award at the ESPY Awards, but who cares about that? I'm going to address that video separately. But this here is blatant. If you're a Celtics fan, you should be outraged. Now, Jason Tatum is picked, but you know why. Jason Tatum has always been their critics' darling. They love him. And he in the bottom end of the top 10 of what's going today. I'll give him that bottom end. But he ain't the best. He didn't come off big in the finals or the Eastern Conference finals. He struggled for the most of it. Jaylen was out there caping and going hard. But the agenda, because he sells jerseys and the politics, and Stephen A. they talking about the anonymous sources and they don't want them. You can't be too black. You can't tip the cart. And you can't, when you ain't wanted to park, this is what they do. But Jaylen Brown's omission from the Olympics for the USA men's basketball team is institutionalized race systematic, and I will boycott that mess. No Jaylen Brown, I'm boycott watching that mess. I'll catch the low lights. They're gonna probably win. And all the romanticism about Steph and LeBron and AD and and Edwards. And I like Ant Edwards a lot. Think he's he a real one, and he's one to watch, etc. However, he ain't speaking nothing like Jaylen Brown. None of them is talking like Jaylen. But you gotta understand the dynamics. They don't mind if you hee-haw and you curse and you vulgar and but you use some intellect. Most dangerous mind is intelligent black mind. I'm gonna tell you that tenfold. And he talking about bringing Black Wall Street to Beantown, to Boston. You know their history. Jaylen's a real one on this one. And he got my respect. So I'll just catch the low lights. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not supporting that. If he can't be on that team, that's how I felt kind of with Isaiah Thomas. But at the time, there was no outlet to say it, but I never looked at him the same. I'll never respect it if you don't have the best players. Especially, there is no excuse for this one. The Isaiah Thomas part was bad, but he had won as many rings as Jordan and them and Pippen did at that time. And more than quite a few on there, I might add. However, There is no excuse for this here. This is blatant racist. This is blatant disrespect. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. And also feel free to sign up and join the members where I'll have more bonus coverages and thoughts and takes, and take requests on that. But this one definitely lit my fire. And I'm not done talking about it. I'm out. Peace.